Hello, my name is Dr. Kevin, and this is a medical intuitive's perspective of COVID. First and foremost, I want to discuss the fact that I am not a medical doctor. I cannot diagnose, I cannot prescribe, and any and all information I receive is intuitive in nature. To an irritating extent, throughout all of this video, that is going to go right across the bottom. Not a medical doctor, information intuitive in nature. When I first came across coronavirus from a medical intuitive perspective, one of the clients I was working with had been diagnosed with it. And as always, when I do a medical intuitive, I tap into the intuitive and I perceive how it looks or what it's doing in the body. After seeing that, I may make some recommendations. Again, I'm not diagnosing or I don't prescribe anything. It might be to do with food or even some kind of spiritual practice or thing that when I perceive the body comes to me as something that would be helpful. At this point, I've had several different people come to me and have worked with them through doing remote healing. In all cases, I'm doing remote healing with these people. So we are maintaining the required social distance by hundreds and hundreds of miles sometimes. My clients have told me that they feel as though they have gotten results as far as feeling better or the process they went through. The whole reason I decided to do this, which to some extent is a risky factor, because there are definitely some people out there who do not like medical intuitives. They don't like anything that doesn't come down from either the great halls of the AMA or the pharmaceutical companies. But I wanted to share with you some of what I have perceived. This is very shifting and changeable when I perceive it. It seems to be going after weaker areas. I have had people who have traditionally tested for COVID that I have worked through remote healing and doing the medical intuitive work that I do. And I am seeing how it is playing out very differently in their body. It looks very differently. And it is all, I can only describe it as opportunistic in nature. This, from an energetic standpoint, feels almost as if it has a type of consciousness to it. Now, I know this is going to be way outside the box for some of you that may stumble across this video, and feel free to stop it at any point. But for those of you who resonate to this kind of message, it is very important at this point to realize that this is something that will search and seek the weakest parts of whatever is going on within your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual health. It will be drawn to manifest in those areas, and this is why as time goes on, we are finding more and more symptoms or places where it's showing up or ways in which it is playing out. It has never been more important to be doing your spiritual, your intellectual, your emotional work, as well as doing any and all preventative things that you can do if you know that you have a weakness. Perhaps the weakness is in your lungs, perhaps it's in your circulatory system, perhaps it has to do with something that brings a lot of inflammation into your body. The list can go on and on. But the question that I find I'm asking when I have somebody who comes to me for the remote healing recommended through somebody who I know and trust, that the question right up front is, when you get sick, how is it likely to manifest? And it consistently seems as if this is what the play out is. I'm not doing this video to promote you to come work with me. I'm not looking to take on tons of new clients or be doing this work as a primary focus of my practice, but I felt as though this was very important information. And for those of you who resonate to this, that there are things in this video that by having it in your conscious awareness may shift or change things you do, which will make you better able to hopefully resist, and if you do get exposed, to be able to manage that interaction energetically on a better basis. I share this willingly and freely. I am not looking for anything besides getting this information out. Namaste.